Hi Sachin, welcome to the Retail Jeweler channel, and we are all very excited to have you here with us. And the entire industry is actually looking forward to the Forevermark Forum 2020 in its new digital avatar. So, what do you have in store for all of us in India?
First and foremost, thanks, Samit. Thanks for taking our time to talk to me. And as always, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, somebody as positive as you are. And I think, a source to inspire us, source to sort of bring positivity on a day. And I think all of us should, speak to you in the morning so that Jain really tends to be a little positive. Thanks. Thanks for all your spirit that you bring to the industry. On the forum, Samit, over the years, we've tried to build a platform which is one is inspiring, it's exciting, it brings in a bit of a future, some sensibilities of the future, how we can unwrap and get ready to deal with this new reality. That's been the spirit of the forum through the last 7 or 8 years. And the biggest change that we all have seen in our lives is the last 3 or 4 months. So, we really had two options in front of us. One was that we get bogged down with this whole, negativity of COVID and what's happening, or we say that, let's believe in the core category that we represent, these miracles of Mother Nature, which hold meaning, which hold love. And I'm fundamentally clear that that love and that emotion is only going to get stronger, and hence the eventual sort of sustained demand for our product category is here to stay. Now, in that spirit, we said that, and we all as a Forevermark and De Beers team believe that this year it's even more important to be out there, to be with one another, to share challenges and hence focus on the opportunities, but certainly give a direction and very clearly share out everything as a part of what De Beers is. So, for example, our previous forums have been mostly around the world of Forevermark, where we're transforming this as a world of De Beers. And so loads and loads of things that align.
Oh, lovely. And what is it that is going to be different for the people who are going to be participating in this forum this year?
First and foremost, you can be a part of the virtual Forevermark forum from your bedroom. So that's the first difference. So it's our first virtual attempt. Perhaps at this scale, it's a first virtual conference of this nature. You will completely agree to me, Samit, that from the date of the lockdown, which was the 22nd, 23rd of March, the amount of knowledge series webinars that have happened in our industry and generally in the world, today if you ask somebody to come for a webinar, he doesn't like you anymore, generally speaking. So our first attempt was that we do not want to do a webinar. First and foremost, we want to make it as real life. We want to make it inspiring, not on the thought process. I would urge every person to participate in this to see how consumers will expect to see your brands and your retail. So we are making it as real. So we will, the whole experience digitally that you see will be as close to a real one. So for example, you will get loaded onto a ship or a aircraft. You will arrive at the venue of the forum. You can see the magnanimous forum as we normally see. You'll walk into it. Every of our site holder and manufacturer gets a physical booth, which is beautifully created. We have physical areas of the Forevermark area, which is, you can integrate with them and see all the elements that we're bringing out as Forevermark. But very importantly, we're creating a whole De Beers zone. And in the De Beers zone, I'm bringing in all the expertise as De Beers in terms of the auction sales team, the site holder GSS team from Botswana. We have, for example, we have a whole sustainability section, and the sustainability section is not to glorify what we do as De Beers. But if you're a small retailer and you have a certain side of business, how do you start your journey on sustainability will be taught there. We have a whole section from a De Beers point of view on consumer and research, which is again not one way. You can learn about consumer, but we will also guide you how you should research about your consumer, right? We're doing a whole section on technology that we're bringing in, whole section on design. So the attempt is that, there's loads of things if you're a Forevermark partner on technology, which is ready, which we'll make available to all our stores soon after. Then if you're not a partner, for example, you're part in the industry, where are we heading to? What is the change happening? And how can you be a part? I mean, you would realize, Amit, you've been part of De Beers, you've been part of the industry for so long. 130 years as an organization, we have sold our rough in just one manner. And that is a site week. Everybody needs to hop onto a plane, travel overnight, get to Botswana, I mean earlier to London, now to Botswana, and you physically see those goods. Now with this transformation, we are working on really cool technology, and that's already active with ultra 4D, 4K technology by which you can look at the rough and put a price to it. So while in our forum also, we want transactionability to happen. We are using some technology there where all our manufacturers can show designs to our partners and get as close to transaction the product.
Can you elaborate on the theme of this year's forum?
Yes. So, Samit, I mean, if you've been a part of all our forums, and the whole focus that we've had is on the future. So, what's tomorrow holding and all of that, and that's been the sort of common thread to all our forums. This time, the theme it's still futuristic, but we've turned it a little. We're basing it on the most important thing today, and that is meaningfulness in our business, and hence the theme for the forum is meaningful tomorrows. And when I say meaningful tomorrow, it's a reflection of what is consumer thinking when he or she is thinking about tomorrow. Because the lockdown has put all of us in a one room with 4 people, and you've been able to spend the time. One, you really understand what is really meaningful to me in terms of possessions or people or relationships, right? And I think the moment you say that you're a marketer of diamond, we are all part psychologists. So I think the consumer is going to go through his whole transformation, and what is he or she is going to go through from her mind, because we are an emotional category. So meaningfulness will be very, very important. That's one. Second is the perspective of looking at Mother Earth in a certain manner, looking at your own teams when you're a business leader. How do you create an organization which stays on, and these dents of Corona or COVID and others, which we will not be sort of isolated. More things will come. Maybe I hope they don't come with as severity, but we need to create organizations and our businesses in a manner that we know that this is a reality, and hence tomorrow has to be more meaningful, and sparking them right from consumer side. The emotion that the consumer has towards diamonds has to be re-emphasized. The beautiful or the great work that we all do as an industry has to be highlighted, and hence we try to plug all of this together, combined with technology, because will become the base of any consumer interaction into the future.
Great. Okay. I have been speaking to a lot of retailers about the forum, and they're very, very excited to come and attend. One of the best positive things, which I think, which you said that now you can attend it from your home, and it gives that much many more people from the same organization to attend. So some of the retailers had this queries from, I think, across top 5 or 10 cities, is that what are the benefits, so the key takeouts for the owners or their children who are just got into the business, or the CEOs, the buyers, the marketing managers, the retail heads, some of their store managers will be attending this forum. So can you just share a little bit about the speakers or the topics on which you will get some speakers, and what they can expect over these 3 days to get out of this forum?
Sure. So I think first and foremost, the whole insight about where we are as a diamond industry. So we will try to unwrap all this mystery of where the pricing will go, what is the consumer sentiment, and all of that. So we will try to unravel that. As we talk, we are doing a very large-scale consumer research, which is on the consumer sentiment in India. It's happening, and we will be launching all the results. The initial results have been quite positive, but we will give tools that what a manufacturer needs to do. We will give actual insights of what a retailer needs to do. So to be on top of what a consumer of India is thinking from a Q4 perspective will be clear. Number one. Number two, I would urge every retailer should come in, as in stepping into the shoes of a consumer and thinking, a platform is my brand. And what is the consumer? How is consumer going to navigate through your retail in the coming time? It is just the first attempt. The kind of technology that is available today to make it absolutely seamless, is a reflection here. So there's loads to learn. We are doing loads of things as a first attempt. But as I said, that this is going to become the base on how things will only go better. Now, talking about the speakers, we have leaders from within the De Beers group this time. And we don't want to bore everybody from morning till evening session. So we will open up with our very specific, very crisp session about what is our strategy, how we intend to build the business in the short term. We have Paul Rowley, who heads our entire rough business. He's doing a session in the evening, day one. We have Neil Ventura, who's going to be talking on innovation. And again, I'm not talking about any gyan on innovation. It's about what does it mean? What do you need to do today to survive in the business, right? So stuff like that. We also have an array of some external speakers. So we have a lady called Randy Zuckerberg. She's a co-founder of Facebook. And she's coming in on the platform. We have Abhijit Bose, who's the CEO for WhatsApp Asia Pac. He's coming in and spending time with us. I also thought that, it's very important that we feel, at times people are saying that we're going through a tough time. And it's important to reflect that there are other industries who are going through a much tougher time. And they're looking at a positive outlook. So we picked up travel and tourism. So we have Mr. Deep Kalra, who's the founder of Make My Trip. And, is the most important travel portal in India. And how is he looking at future? When the sort of, he got a funding of like $600 million in 2001. And I'm sure the organization has grown only bigger, but in such a time when this future is very ambiguous, what are they doing? So he's coming in as a speaker, and we're looking at a couple of more very interesting areas to cover.
Lovely. And finally, Sachin, what is your view, on the way ahead for the Indian diamond jewelry industry and Forevermark in it? We know that it has been a great journey for diamonds in India, from a 300 million business to a 3 billion business today. But where do you see it going, in the near future and maybe in the next 5 years?
See, Samit, I think I did share with you even before that, in the diamond consumption, if you look at it from a diverse perspective, about half of the diamonds in the world are still consumed in the United States, about 18% in China. India is about 7 to 8%, that sort of a number. And we at De Beers are fundamentally very clear that the future growth engine is going to be India from a consumption point of view. And we believe that in the coming times, this should be between 12 to 13%. And while COVID would have had its own impact, but the long-term faith of India is really, really strong, keeping in mind the sort of confidence we have on the middle-class consumer and also the evolving high-end consumer. So there is a lot of faith in that sort of space. At times, people have asked me that, what do you think in the short run? When will market revive? I don't think there is going to be an actual equation. I think certain people will excel. Certain people will sort of stay in this whole, sort of dark world saying, oh, we've gotten stuck. But I urge we should step out of it. We should not get bogged down that the world is stopped. I know even now people are doing some really interesting things, being nimble, acting fast, adapting fast, changing quick, and those will give results. So I think already happening in certain spaces because of these, constant second rounds of lockdowns and things that are happening. They do bring a sort of a speed breaker to the consumer sentiment without doubt. And there is a concern that generally the consumer has, but people will get out of it. I mean, that's what we see in the research as well. But I think we should really get ready for a strong Q4. October, November, December is a very important time coming. And if I were to say, and of course things, as I said, are coming out of research, but important thing to say is that please align to what really our industry does. And our industry brings joy, it brings excitement, and don't underplay on luxury, because that's what we're known for. And this is the time to really go out to what our brands really mean. And as for Forevermark, we have some very interesting plans. We are investing actually more than what we did last year into marketing. Very clearly from what we picked up from the consumer, we're coming out a very, very crisp product strategy. We're launching 2 product lines. One will get to the market like a September to an October, roll up in November. And then a very important product line that we're launching in November that goes on further. So, very specific to different set of consumers, a strong marketing campaign. Of course, digital becomes very important, but reasons for consumers to, new reasons for consumers to come and look at asking for that diamond design will be important.
Great. Thank you very much. And the entire industry is really looking forward to not only the forum, but also, the change of name now to De Beers India Private Limited, and the entire coming back on that in that sense.
Yes. We actually have merged the organizations, Summit. So we have multiple organizations. We've got everything under one umbrella. And future-wise also, the idea is to move forward as one organization. So that'll happen. And one point that I sort of forgot to mention at the forum is that, everybody looks forward to the phenomenal selfies of Samit Bhatta that happen at every platform. So we have an area, we have created a selfie zone in the forum, where there's a networking zone in the forum where 5 friends can get together and chat up and talk to one another. I would urge to enjoy all these elements. And if you remember, we also, let our hair loose and we enjoy in the evenings. We are still doing a fun evening. We have a very important celebrity who's coming in to perform for us in the evening. So there will be different
Lovely.
reasons why we should all come back and also enjoy this time.
So only the drinks have to be poured in our own glasses at home. Otherwise, everything is as is, as it was happening in all the other forums. Thank you very much.
Absolutely true.
Look forward to you, and we'll speak to you closer to the forum as well when you are more prepared and be able to share the speaker names and the other things as well. Thanks a lot, Sachin, and all.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, sir.